Okay, so first off, as usual, I have got to pee like a racehorse, but I just got home. I haven't went to the bathroom today. Nor have I hardly eaten today. So, as you guys know, I just did a live video at Lafayette Road, Walmart, here in Indianapolis, and I did a quality check on the fish. Well, the fish themselves weren't too bad. There were a couple issues with the black-eyed mollies, which I really did not like, the conditions that they were in, but I couldn't say anything. I did end up finding an associate, which was actually a manager, representative, manager, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that's. But I was still live during all this process. My phone started glitching out, so I turned it sideways and I just closed it off. I thought my phone was off. It was off. Now, hey Jess, the thing is, when I got back in the car, it said it was still live. So I continued the video, like nothing was wrong. Video said it went for like 30 minutes. Uploaded it. After it refusing to end and glitching, I went on ahead and clicked finish once I rotated it, and it lost signal. I'm like, just finish. You know, it didn't upload any of that other than the 5-minute video where I was in Walmart. I lost signal about 12 times. Yeah, so, ended up not being able to get the prices on for you guys, things like that. We do have a loss in the collection, too. It was my, Aviculara. She passed away. It's been a few days now, which really sucks, but, nothing I can really do about it. Don't you start talking. But I'm home later in the day than I usually was, but I didn't get the price, I didn't get the manager talking or anything like that. There is a new worm inside of here. That's funny. But the price was $5.58 a beta. Now it's really fucking expensive. For what? Nothing. 316. No, definitely not. I bought cornbread. And I went to like the ghettoest fucking Kroger's in the world. And the only cornbread they sold was in bulk. I couldn't buy individuals. I couldn't buy dual packs or triple packs. I had to buy 6 at a time. For $3. It wasn't bad. $3.19, but the guy who was a manager was an absolute fucking idiot. I had to walk all the way to Sporting Goods to get someone's attention. I had to explain to him what I was looking for, and he was like, "What is a butterfish? Beta fish. What is a butterfish? It's a little fish you have over here." He's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "What you want?" And I said, "I need to know how much." He goes, "It no stay?" I'm like, "It does not stay." Bear in mind, this is a black dude from Africa, pure 100% African, which I don't have a problem with understanding. The thing is, I have a buddy named Abraham. I have not had him in a video. I have not seen him for a year now, which really upsets me, but he hasn't been around. I actually took him and his kids to see their first ever 3D movie, and it was so fucking awesome watching him and the kids freak out. It was like he was a giant toddler. Never seen a 3D movie because he's fresh from Africa. He's only been here a couple of years. And, so I don't have a problem with understanding, but for some reason this dude, he was like, it was almost like he had Down syndrome when he was speaking, but he didn't. It's just the way he was talking. He was talking, you know, he's talking like he had some shit in his throat. And it really confused me. And I'm just like, okay, well, let's do this. So he goes over, he's like, "What fish are they?" And I'm like, "The beta fish." He goes, "I didn't know they was," he's like, "I didn't know those were fish." What the fuck do you think they were? Tadpoles? And so he goes, pulls out his phone, gets at the Walmart app, he goes, $5.58, and I'm like, oh, shit, that's a lot, and I'm thinking, okay, well, 5, 10, 15, 20. $24 roughly is what I thought it would come to. I can do that. I can save at least 4. Can't afford much, I haven't got paid yet. I have to go to a Reptile Expo this Saturday, and I have bills to pay. So I'm only going to the Reptile Expo for feeders unless I find like a small deal I can't pass up, like a small thing. But as of right now, it will not be a snake. I don't give a fuck what snake it is. God strike me down now if I bring home a snake tomorrow. Oh shit, that is tomorrow. What's up? But I ended up saving 4. And it killed me to leave the other 4. And it's like the whole total price came to $19.95. And I'm thinking, holy shit, for that price, I could have got 2 more betas and still been in the clear. He was only it was only like $20. They just threw me a 30. I was like, all right, I could have done that. I could have did 30. I mean, my buddy still needs to pay me like 20 bucks so far for lunch. Because I haven't wanted to leave to go get lunch, but he has. And then I have protein bars down here somewhere. I am hungry as hell. There they are. Come on, here they are. These are organic bars. They're Club Kid chocolate brownie. But I ended up saving 4, and this Walmart was absolutely fucking ghetto. And by ghetto, I mean I was the wrong color to be in. And that's not being a dick to say. The way people were looking at me, I had people following me, I had people staring at me. I was very uncomfortable. I wasn't worried. I still didn't like it though. What's up, dude? But I got 4. I'm gonna show them to you now, and it killed me to leave the other 4 there in that condition. So much poo in the bottom of the tank. They've been there for weeks, more than likely, because I know the amount of beta poop I'm making a week, and that was double it. So these are pretty fucking good, dude. You know, Kids Life protein bar? Yeah. So here's the first one that I got. He's got some green, he's got pink tails. He's actually pink, a little bit of white, kind of a brown head. Really nice colors. Fins are starting to rot away. Easy fix. Welcome home, buddy. Welcome home, little fella. And all these betas are like supersized. Then we have a blue and a black one here, which reminds me of Connie. Reminds me of Delta and the new female. So if I decide to breed a solid blue beta, both veil tails, this is what I'm going to be breeding her with. Some of you are going to think, well, why did you buy a bunch of males versus a bunch of females for that price? Well, if they were all females, I would have bought them all. The thing is, right now I'm having an issue with my females and my males. Now, I have 2 males left. My males include King Midas, which is my Orchid Crown beta, and the other one is Fry, which is my Koi beta. Now, he's actually a half-moon Koi beta. And he is very abusive towards the females. He has almost killed now 2 of my females. And in the past, almost 3, which was Delta. So I no longer am going to be attempting to breed him with anything. I'm going to be buying another Koi beta, and he will simply be a shellfish. Something cool to look at, and if need be, he could be a gift to one of my family members who I believe I could trust. But as it states right now, I have got 4 females and 2 males. Now, in the process behind me, I am trying, in this 10-gallon behind me, I am trying to breed King Midas, which is my Orchid Crown beta, to Vivian, which is my female vanilla veiltail. That's why I call her Vivian, because she's got a bunch of fucking V's in her name. So, vanilla veiltail, Vivian. Plus, it's also my drag name when I'm on TikTok, so kind of fits because she looks like me, all weird and awkward and cute. And fugly as shit, but right now, she's so full of eggs, she looks like the chick from Slither. 23. She's chasing him all around the tank. Like, she wants the booty. Like, she wants to breed, and he wants nothing to do with her. And it's like, they've been together for 2 weeks now, just swimming together. And it's like, are you fuckers ever gonna breed, or is this... A lot of people do. I got asked today if I was 18 today. It was hilarious. I'm like, well, I wish I was, but I'm not. And it's like, I'm watching this, and usually what happens is the male makes a bubble nest. You know, the male has to do his little dance, get her attracted, you know, get her ready to go. And it's like, he's danced forward a little bit. He's made no attempt at a bubble nest. I actually ended up taking Connie and Fry out of the beta tank, the 10-gallon, the breeder tank, and put both them in there, and I left his bubble nest behind. I left Fry's bubble nest behind, hoping that King Midas would overtake it. And that sometimes happens. Male betas will overtake bubble nests. But it just turned to giant bubbles. He let it go. And she's been under the bubble nest. She's been doing a little dance. She's been doing a little wiggle with underneath there, trying to get his attention. She's flailing sideways. She's looking at him. She's just all happy. And then when he doesn't come over, she darts off over him and starts chasing around the tank. Not biting him, just following him. And it's so confusing to me. It's like, this is a female who's ready to breed. You're not that old. She's not that old. She was actually very small when I got her, and now she's fucking huge. Well, relative to size, she's bigger than what she was. And it's like, he doesn't seem interested. So, since she's a vanilla veiltail, I'm going to attempt to breed her with one of my veiltails now. I'm going to give these guys a few weeks. I'm going to let them get fattened up, let them get healthy. I'm about to go upstairs. That's the little 2.5 gallons that I got. The little 1 gallons I have, let me phrase that. And that'll be more than enough. I actually I have to add water to these guys' tanks today. I haven't done it for like a week, and they're about this low. Um, I've been a neglective husband with these things. My husbandry has not been on point here recently. I've been working this last week or so, and I'm a little stressed out because at the 12th, I'll be taking from a full-time employee to a part-time employee. And it's like, why? It's like, you need people, keep me as what I am, and I'm gonna bust my dick as hard as I can. You fucking demote me, we're gonna have a goddamn problem. I'm gonna make $9 an hour, working 40 hours a week, getting paid every other week, you know. But not happy about that at all. So yeah, that was those two. Here is this orange male. He look cool. You can see the poo floating around here too. That's poo. Nice, gorgeous tail. White, orange, a little bit of red, speckles on him. No ick. I'm going to ick treat him anyway inside these containers. Takes up less ick from my end. And then the last one has got to be my favorite color-wise. Look at that thing. Looks like Vivian. So, this might be bred to Vivian, just so I can get some offspring that look like her in the future. He's got really cool tails. He's albino. His eyes are red. I just saw that. So, he's going to take a breath of air and go back down. So, as it sits right now, I'm going to set up the tanks to get them ready. I'm going to take probably about a liter of aquarium water from the 55 back here. That way, there's beneficial bacteria already growing inside the tank for them. I'm going to treat the water and everything before I put them inside of it, which is what you're supposed to do. And quick update on the chicken and the eggs back here. All 5 are fertile. All 5 are growing nicely at this point. They're all getting super big inside the egg. 2 of them are actually starting to move around inside the egg. So when I set them on top of the light, you can see them just moving back and forth inside the egg. So shouldn't be too much longer. It should be before the 12th that we have baby chickens. I got notified today by a guy at work who does fish. His name's Bobo. His actual name is Tony or something like that. Everybody calls him Bobo. He's a thick, bulky guy like I am. And he's about late 40s, I'd say. Gray hair, sort of gray hair. Cool ass dude. And he told me about a fish thing online that he gets all his feeder fish for, his breeder fish from. He does swordtails. He does guppies. He does all live bearers like I'm trying to do. I can't remember what it's called now. Aquabids. There it is. And he's like, you can find everything on here, dude. He's like, you can find anything from betas to wild betas to freaking invasive species. He's like, that's on here. People are selling it for their prices, their shipping prices. It's like, if you think it's good, they'll ship it to you. And if you want to work on a price with them, they'll work on a price with you. He's like, man, I bought so many fish from it's not even funny. He said he got like a 100-gallon tank. He said he got an arowana inside of it. A couple other big ass fish in there with it. And it's just like, dude, I gotta see this. So, he's supposed to be taking a video of it tonight. And I'll see his ass Monday. So, hopefully he has. I'm gonna eat another one of these. I haven't hardly eaten today. In fact, I haven't hardly eaten in the last 2 days. I haven't even come home and eaten dinner really. But I'm gonna check it out here in a minute once I get relaxed and I get these guys set up. Because if I ick them in here, that's like 2 drops. It's like 1 drop of ick. If I ick them in the 1-gallon tanks, it's actually going to stain the plastic blue. And I don't want that. So it's just going to be easier to do it inside these tanks. And then right here, what I can do, micro-one cultures or new baby big tanks. If need be, So like once I do get a good breeding, if I manage to get more than 2 to survive, they grow up to a decent size, probably about the size of a small guppy or a big guppy, probably about that big. I'd be comfortable putting them in here for a little bit, just as a temporary holder. And if they get too big inside the tank and I have to separate them, then holders for them. But I don't know. But at least they have food in them. I've never seen betas have food in their tank, and the thing is, this is actual freaking beta food. It's the pellets you feed them. And they overfeed them. By a lot. So, I'm actually out of fish food. I just thought of that. Fuck. I spent close to $20 on fish. I didn't even buy food for them. Okay, you know what? I have some pond food left. And I have frozen mishi shrimp, so that's fine. That's going to be good protein for them to fatten them up. And apparently ham is good to feed your fish too. I don't trust that. I mean, I do get organic ham anyway, so, you know, it just tastes better. I don't have a preference on how the animal's treated. It's just if the animal died slowly, I can taste it in the meat. The adrenaline is so overpowering. But quick update. Plecos, really quickly. I took the female out of that 2.5 gallon. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's right there with guppies in it now. Looks like we might have baby guppies, actually. Could be. Could be. I took her out. Those weren't eggs. There was some sort of algae deposits or something. Not a big deal. And now her and the male are both back in their garden, so I think it's just their home for now. And I thought about picking up another pleco. They wanted like $10 for them. Fuck that. I really need to stop, but there's no dinner right now, and I'm fucking starving. So I'm gonna eat one more. I'd say I'm not gonna eat that. See the mold in here? Look at it. Yeah. That's a no-go. Now I'm not hungry. Thank you. Appreciate that. I really wasn't looking forward to eating anything else. But I'm gonna go upstairs and get these guys set up. I'm gonna go get their tanks and set them up and bring them down here. Find somewhere to shove them up my ass. I'll probably take the 3 cultures of infusoria and clean out behind the beta tank and put them back there. The 10-gallon breeder. Still no freaking bubbles. It's been like 2 weeks now. It's like you'd figure by now they would have bred, but no. Not the fucking case. Okay, this is good. You can actually give these things to your chickens, these protein bars. They're just seeds. And sugar sticks them together. And it's the exact same thing as a chicken treat. A little bit of crunchiness to it. From my Rice Krispies. But that's not bad for them. But I gotta get them fed. Hopefully tomorrow. We can get to the expo. I'm probably gonna have to fucking pay for it. Well, my buddy's cashing his checks, so probably not. Which he better fucking pay for it. But they'll have feeders there I could buy. Dead or alive. This is Noblesville, so. And you guys want to hook up, talk. I'll be in Noblesville at the expo tomorrow. No idea what time. But yeah. I'll figure that out later, but yeah, all the beta tanks are hella low. Like stupidly low. Well, all of them are alive, so that's a good thing. And I had to do something unthinkable last night for Anna Lee. Ever since I got her, and that bullshit with Daniel happened, where he overfed her, The rat rotted inside of her gut. Discolored her skin and everything. He tried to tell me it was normal. Definitely not normal. Every time I feed her, she swells up. She swells up. She can't poop. And she'll throw up. I have to give her a bath every time I feed her, which isn't a problem. But the only thing the bath does is make sure regurgitate. So that's a bit of a problem. Phone is at 5%. I'll be right back. Oh, that's right. It doesn't take me away. But I had to go. And I had to crack an egg. Actually, 4. And I didn't feed her 4. I used the pipette to suck out all the yolk from the cracked egg. And first I opened, were frozen solid. Was not about to wait because I was fucking tired. Went upstairs and got 2 more. Cracked them open. They were rotten. Went upstairs and got 1 more. Cracked it open. Was perfect. So I sucked all the yolk out of it into a pipette, which took about 9 times. I pulled Annalie out and I forced it down her throat. Eggs aren't the best thing, in my opinion, for this thing. But with it not being something that needs to digest as slowly as a rodent does, it'll be out of her system quicker. She'll be able to get the proteins from it, and she shouldn't swell up. So I'm actually going to check on her real quick. So pray that she's still alive and isn't swelled up. Oh, baby girl, look at you. You're not swollen and pretty much golden. Look at you. Oh, you got so much energy now. Hi. You're going to shed too. Hi, honey. Is your mouth open? Find out. Is your mouth open or is it stuck together? And you don't smell like rotten eggs, so you're good. But ever since I got her and the whole Daniel thing happened, food goes in, is in for like maybe 2 days, out within 2 days. She's held down 1 meal. 1 meal. That's it. Everything else has been held down for 2 to 3 days and then regurgitated. So very little protein has gotten into her system. Very little at all. So, contacted my buddy. He's like, well, force feed her pinkies. And I'm like, I've tried that. She throws them up. He's like, alright. He's like, have you tried eggs yet? Eggs? He goes, yes, eggs. And I'm like, I've heard about eggs. I'm like, I just told him, like, I didn't know if they were good or not. He's like, eggs really aren't the best thing. Really aren't the best thing to feed them. But he's like, in the wild, they eat them all the time. So it's like, if they can't find real food, they eat an egg or two if they come across the nest or que sera. So I didn't feed her the shell. What I did was I added a little bit of calcium powder with the egg. Mixed it up, then I sucked it up in the pipette. Then, I proceeded to pull her out, open her mouth, and shove the pipette gently down her throat and squeeze it in. First time I did it, I wasn't deep enough, it just shot out of her mouth. So I had to clean her face up. I tried again. Stuck it down, got down deep enough this time, and just slowly squeezed it down. And you can feel it building up, and then she swallowed it. I did that 5 times, the full egg yolk. She was done at the 5th time. She started kind of like closing her throat, so every time I squeezed, she'd just come right back up, so she was done. And so hopefully this doesn't affect her. Hopefully it gets the protein on. She seems to be doing better. She's more alert. She's kind of active now. She's going into shed, which is really cool. Which means I need to get a bigger water bowl in there for him immediately. Because right now my bigger one's deboning the fucking water bowl because she's gonna shed soon with her dry ass skin working going. So yeah, that's pretty much been the gist of it. Almost bought a koi today too. Almost bought a koi, as you guys saw. It was orange, veil tail, oh my, butterfly tail, oh my god. My bike shears are at the surface. So really quickly guys, since Jess, I'm pretty sure you're the last person in my life, as usual, because you actually give a shit and care, I'm going to candle eggs for you guys right here, right now. Now just tell me how the quality is. Is it good? Is it bad? Like, what's going on? And by the way, look at these lips. Like Caitlyn Jenner up in this bitch. They're swollen. They're inflamed. They're fucking painful. Yeah. They're dry and they hurt and I keep licking them like an idiot. So, this phone's charged. I don't know, should I do it on this video, Jess, or should I start a new live? That way I kind of separate them. Kind of like this is the beta live from Walmart, and then I'm doing the egg live. I think I'll do the egg live and come back, because this is going to be easier on people, and I can actually use this phone, which is better quality. Alright guys, so come check out my new live, or the new video I'm about to upload to the channel. It's going to be a live, and then I'll upload one that's not a live later on, like I was wanting to yesterday, but my phone died. And we're going to candle some chicken eggs. These are Samara chicken eggs, S-E-R-M-A, Samara, S-E-R-E-M-A. Samara eggs, they're the world's smallest chicken, apparently. And they are known as Asian apartment chicken. So, if you guys want to see me candle 5 for legs and see what's going on with the development, probably get bit by a very broody mother, stay tuned for the next live, and click on the link below to go watch my live. It'll be after this video. So